Have you ever dreamed of diving into the deepest parts of the ocean? Today, you get that chance. But first, how good are you at holding your breath? Not great? Don't worry. Hop aboard my submersible and join me on a journey to the ocean's depths. Ready? Let's dive. Just below the surface, life is everywhere. Fish and marine creatures swim all around, and hey, swimmers are waving at us. But we won't stay here long. Goodbye. At 65 feet, a whole new world opens up. Shallow coral reefs sparkling near the shore. And there are people again. This time, scuba divers. Water pressure isn't kind to divers without the right gear. 130 feet is as deep as recreational scuba divers can safely go. At 200 feet, we see our first orca. These whales live in relatively shallow waters worldwide. Did you know they are apex predators? That means nothing can challenge them in the wild. At 230 feet, we meet whale sharks, the largest fish in the world, weighing up to 60 tons. And they can live up to 130 years. At 330 feet, spotting a scuba diver means they're a true professional, carefully avoiding decompression sickness. If lucky, we might see a giant Pacific octopus, living at depths from here down to 6,600 feet. We are now descending into the ocean's twilight zone, officially known as the mesopelagic zone. The familiar, sunlit world above is rapidly disappearing. At a depth of 490 feet, a mere 1% of the sun's light manages to penetrate this far. The water column above us has absorbed nearly all the red, orange, and yellow wavelengths, leaving only a faint, deep blue hue that will soon fade to absolute black. The pressure here is already immense, but the creatures that inhabit this realm are perfectly adapted to it. As we pass 660 feet, the last vestiges of sunlight are gone. Life here has evolved remarkable strategies to survive in the gloom. Many inhabitants, like the lanternfish and hatchetfish, have developed enormous eyes to capture every last photon. Others have begun to create their own light through a chemical process called bioluminescence, a living light that will dominate the landscape as we continue our journey downward. And there, a truly astonishing sight. A giant oarfish, the world's longest bony fish, circles our submersible. With their serpentine bodies and shimmering silver skin, it's easy to see why these elusive creatures are thought to have inspired ancient sea serpent legends. They can grow up to an incredible 36 feet long, a ghostly monarch of the twilight realm. Seeing one in its natural habitat is a rare privilege, a reminder of the immense and mysterious life that thrives in the perpetual darkness. As we descend past 900 feet, the last vestiges of sunlight struggle to pierce the water column. We are now entering the mesopelagic, better known as the twilight zone. Down here, the pressure is immense, and life has adapted in extraordinary ways. At 980 feet, we encounter a true ancient of the deep, the Japanese spider crab. It's easy to see how it got its name. With a leg span that can reach an astonishing 12 feet from claw to claw, it is the largest arthropod on the planet. Its body, by contrast, is relatively small, usually just 1.5 feet across. These gentle giants are scavengers, slowly patrolling the seabed for fallen organic matter and can live for up to a century. Continuing our descent, we leave the sea floor behind and drift into the vast open midwater. At 1,640 feet, we are greeted by a truly breathtaking sight, a blue whale cruising at the very limits of its diving range. They don't need to come this deep for their primary food, krill, which stays much higher. So why make the journey? The reasons aren't fully understood, but it may be to avoid predators or simply a demonstration of their incredible physiological power. After all, they are the largest creatures ever to have lived on Earth, and their capabilities continue to astound us. Listen closely. Those are fin whales communicating across miles using the Sofar Channel, a layer of water that carries sound thousands of miles. At 2,723 feet, the Burj Khalifa would vanish completely underwater if we placed it here. Now, the real depths begin, where sunlight never reaches. At 2,150 feet, the legendary giant squid appears, with eyes the size of frisbees. Sperm whales hunt them, but they can fight back. What a sight that would be. The midnight zone begins at 3,600 feet. Pressure here is extreme. Without a submersible, you'd be crushed instantly. Nearby, West Mata volcano, one of the deepest ocean volcanoes, last erupted in 2009. At 4,200 feet, great white sharks roam, sensing prey by smell, not sight, and leatherback turtles dive at the same depth. At 4,900 feet, large nets scrape the ocean floor, capturing everything in their path. By 6,000 feet, we reach depths comparable to the bottom of the Grand Canyon if it were filled with water. At 6,600 feet, the terrifying black dragonfish lurks in the darkness, looking straight out of a horror movie. At 7,400 feet, we say goodbye to sperm whales. The deepest they dive. At 9,900 feet, deep-sea coral reefs reveal their rare beauty, visible only with special equipment. At 12,100 feet, we reach the average depth of the world ocean. The true abyss awaits. Pressure at 13,100 feet feels like a whole herd of elephants stomping on you. At 15,000 feet, nightmarish creatures appear. Anglerfish with their long teeth and glowing lures, and the black swallower, which can swallow prey twice its size. We find the deepest shipwreck ever discovered, SS Rio Grande at 18,900 feet. And finally, the Mariana Trench, starting at around 19,700 feet, the least explored, most fascinating part of the ocean. Here lives the snailfish, found at 26,000 feet, its translucent body surprisingly cute despite the crushing pressure. Beyond this, only invertebrates like shrimp and microbes survive. At the Challenger Deep, 35,853 feet, the very bottom of the Earth, we arrive where few humans have ever been. So much remains a mystery, but scientists continue to explore. Our journey from the sunlit surface to the crushing pressure of the Challenger Deep has come to an end. We've witnessed the vibrant life of the epipelagic zone, navigated the eerie twilight of the mesopelagic, and marveled at the bioluminescent wonders of the midnight zone. We descended past colossal squids and ghostly snailfish into a realm where humanity has barely left a footprint. Yet for all that we've seen, it's a humbling reminder that over 80% of our planet's oceans remain unmapped, unobserved, and unexplored. Countless mysteries are still hidden within that vast, silent darkness, waiting for the next generation of pioneers. So, after seeing this incredible world, I ask you, would you dare to explore the ocean if you had the chance? What part of this deep frontier fascinates you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read them. If you learned something new on our expedition today, show your support by liking the video and sharing it with a friend who loves adventure. But don't surface just yet. Your exploration doesn't have to end here. We have over 2,000 amazing videos ready for you. Click the video on your left or right to continue your journey. Stay curious and stay on the bright path of life.